mentors, our faculty, family, friends, spouses for joining us here on a day that closes a single cycle of training for some of our recipients here. But anytime we finish one cycle, we start another. So it is really privileged to be part of this. And what I'd like to focus my brief comments, I was told I need to keep it under an hour, much under an hour, my brief comments on addressing the issues that are important as we continue to get older so that we live longer and we live better, because the World Health Organization tells us that there is a 9.6 year difference in how long we live and how well we live across the world, and in the US it's 12.4 years. So here's some advice that I would give, and I'm going to start off with a statistic. So today in this country, over a year's time, we will generate about 200 zettabytes, that's Z-E-T-T-A bytes of information, which is about 1 trillion gigabytes, and a zettabyte is a 6 trillion bytes, 10 to the 21st power. So a lot of information going on out there, and much of it generated in the last 5 to 10 years. A lot of information, little meaning. And really what we want to do today is take advantage of this momentous occasion to start to talk about how we have meaning in our life. Because as healthcare professionals, I know that we learn our technical skills in our brain, but healing happens with our hearts. The root word of health and heal and holy and holistic all come from the same root, which means whole, W-H-O-L-E. And so what we're really trying to do is we're trying to touch that underpinning connection that exists within all of us. And in fact, if you look at the best epidemiological studies that are done, and you look at the kind of behaviors that give us long and good life years, connection to other people is number one. The Dalai Lama would say that the only two ways to really experience joy is the deep recognition of the interconnection of all people and all things. In the quantum world, we call that quantum entanglement. And number two is the service to others. So focus on maintaining and expanding your connections, because at the end of your life, sitting at your bedside is not going to be your work desk or your workstation. It's going to be your family members, the people that love you. Lean on them and appreciate them. The second issue that we know from epidemiologic studies like the blue zones, the 5 places in the world where people live exceptionally long and well: Sardinia, Italy, Okinawa, Japan, Ikaria, Greece, the Nicoya coast of Costa Rica, and Loma Linda, California. Now, some people might say, why Loma Linda? And the answer is because the Seventh-day Adventists live there, and they live together. The sense of great purpose is really the driving direction of our life. In Okinawa, Japan, they call it Ikigai, not I-C-K-Y-G-U-Y, but I-K-I-G-A-I, which means the reason for being. Having a strong sense of purpose maintained through your life can give you a reduced risk of Alzheimer's disease, of risk of premature death, and heart disease. So focus also on the meaning and the direction of your life. The third area that's really, really important for your happiness as well as your lifespan is to look at your life with abundance and look at it as a grand adventure versus looking at it with scarcity and like a prison sentence. Remember, Henry Ford said, if you think you can, or if you think you can't, you're right. And we know from really good epidemiology studies that you can get up to 7.5 extra years of healthy life by having a positive attitude about aging. And I would say for me, as I've gotten older, I really appreciate starting every day vertically versus horizontally. And so the weather and all the rest of the details are less important than the fact that I get to see another day. And I'm eternally grateful for that, as I'm eternally grateful for being here with you today. 2 more things. The next thing that I think is a really important element for us, and we're going to hear the song sang at this graduation ceremony, is appreciate and really embrace your simple gifts. So when I was active clinically, I'm an ICU physician, an intensivist, and I have been with a lot of people that have died. And when people are dying, believe me, nobody cares about how many titles behind their name or under their signature page or what their bank account is. They care about another day outside, another meal with their family, another moment where they can feel the breeze in their face. We have that opportunity every single day and almost never really appreciate it. Our eyes are open, but very rarely do we see, and we know that the present moment is named a present because it's a gift to all of us. So I really encourage you to embrace your simple gifts and appreciate your lives, because it's been evaluated that the likelihood that you are you is 10 to the 2,685,000th power, which is 2,685,000 times impossible. So each of you here today, all of us are miracles in our own right. And the last thing I would say is that it's important that we are reminded of the privilege of service. Rabindranath Tagore, the Indian poet, said, "I dreamed last night that life is joy. I awakened and realized that life is service. I acted, and behold, service is joy." And just like it's a privilege to be up here today and to be part of this great ceremony, it's also a privilege to be able to serve others. And that is something that we all know that you guys will do well. And whether you stay with us and wear your flying WV on your coat, you have it on a shirt, please keep it in your heart. Remember, we're your home, we're your family. You're always welcome back. We expect great things from all of you. Godspeed, class of 2026. Thank you.
And now please welcome President Michael T. Benson to the podium for a special presentation.
Good afternoon. It is my privilege to be here today to recognize a West Virginia native and proud graduate of West Virginia University who helped change healthcare in the Mountain State for the better. I'm talking about J. Thomas Tom Jones. For 42 years, Tom Jones worked in healthcare administration across the Mountain State, including as president and CEO of the WVU Health System, what you may know today as WVU Medicine, from 2002 until his retirement in 2014. During that time, the system grew from 2 to 7 hospitals, with 11,000 associates and revenues of $1.5 billion. And its expansion, which is built on the foundation Tom helped to put in place, continues today, allowing state residents to access quality health care closer to home. Prior to his time with the WVU Health System, Tom served as CEO of the Genesis Health System in St. Mary's Hospital in Huntington and Chief Operating Officer for Wheeling Hospital. During his career at the intersection of business and healthcare, Jones held board positions for the American Hospital Association and the West Virginia Hospital Association. He also served on the boards and chaired the West Virginia Chamber of Commerce, West Virginia Business Roundtable, and the West Virginia Higher Education Policy Commission. For a decade, starting in 2014, Jones was a member of the university's Board of Governors, including 2 years as chair, highlighting his enduring connection to and support of his alma mater. Additionally, he has served on and chaired the WVU School of Public Health Advisory Committee. He's previously been named a Most Distinguished Alumnus by the WVU John Chambers College of Business and Economics, and is a member of the Order of Vandalia and the Woodburn Circle Society. Tom is a proud 1971 graduate of what is now the WVU John Chambers College of Business and Economics. Throughout his distinguished career in the 55 years since then, Tom has embodied the mountaineer spirit, which is defined by dedication to causes larger than individuals, and he serves as an example to today's graduates of the lifelong benefits that come from service to others. On behalf of West Virginia University, thank you, Tom, for everything that you've done for West Virginia. Your legacy will continue to inspire future healthcare leaders, and your impact on the health and well-being of West Virginians is enduring. Tom, on this day, May the 15th, 2026, In recognition of your distinguished career, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the West Virginia University Board of Governors, I hereby confer upon you the Honorary Doctor of Public Health degree with all its rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. Mountaineer family, please help me welcome Dr. Tom Jones to the podium.
President Benson, Chancellor Morris, deans, faculty, graduates, and honored guests. Congratulations to all of our graduates today and to their families. I'm incredibly honored and humbled to receive this honorary degree with you today. My sincere gratitude to everyone that made it possible. As a WVU graduate 55 years ago, I would not have thought this day possible even in my dreams. Graduates, the lesson is you never know what is possible. So my advice is to dream big. I will take this opportunity to share with you 4 things which my father shared with me that greatly contributed to any success that I enjoyed. First, always do your best no matter the job. Every job matters, no matter how routine. Second, always do a little extra, and not just as required. It is what makes things better. Third, never say, this is not my job. It is amazing how much you can learn and become invaluable. And finally, show up a little early and stay a little late. Someone will notice. I hope you will remember these in your careers. I would also add one more thing from John Wooden, the legendary UCLA basketball coach. It's the things that you learn after you know it all that count, so never stop learning. We all come here today from different backgrounds, with different ideas, and have taken different paths to be here, but we do have one thing in common, and that is our love of WVU. And now, what never gets old, please join me in responding to, let's go! Woo! Yeah. Thank you very much.
As we begin the recognition of our graduates, the dean of each college is invited to step forward as their degree candidates approach the stage. Join President Benson in congratulating the class of 2026. President Benson, we present to you the students who fulfill the requirements for graduation from West Virginia University. Now presenting the candidates for graduation from the School of Pharmacy. Doctor of Philosophy and Health Health Services and Outcomes Research. Safalta Kanka, being hooded by Research Advisor Dr. Sabina Enduaguba. The dual degree Doctor of Pharmacy, Master of Business Administration candidates will be hooded by Dean William Petros or a legacy hooder. David Gravy. Paige Nicole Lang is being hooded by her brother, Dr. Chase Lang. Andres Eduardo Luna Viejo. Samuel Thomas Newcomer. Julia Webb. The Doctor of Pharmacy candidates will be hooded by Dean William Petros or a legacy hooder. Amr Ahmed Abu Raya. Brianna Grace Benton. Gwyneth Brennan. Marielle Elizabeth Formentera Carter. Megan Jolie Casimir.
That's my wife!
Tessa Mary Tchaikovsky.
I don't stand up for missing that, right? You all must stand up for missing that.
Kaylee Nicole Dean. Kara Suzanne DiNardo. Justin Michael Dombrowski. Taryn Elizabeth Fantozzi. Tyler James Frazier.
Stand up, make it known, son.
Alicia Renee Gerba. Samantha Nicole Hirschman. Caitlin Ruth Hoover. Amy Elizabeth Hughes. Valerie Ann Jakobek Malinsky. Madison K. Llewellyn. Sarah Lynn Long. Delana Marie Luciani. Caitlin Jean Lusk. Talbot Marie Maruka. Keena Colleen McManus. Jennifer Leah Noble. Jonathan Ryan Prince. Alexandria McKenzie Ragle.
Get him, Jake.
Hannah Michelle Shrewsbury. Seth Michael Stilgenbauer is being hooded by his brother, Dr. Drew Stilgenbauer. Farah Noel Sturgis. Morgan Mitsuko Surface.